Hi guys, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, let us start session. I hope everyone able to hear me. Let me check it. Yeah, everyone is almost online only. So let us start session. Let us start. So yesterday's class. See yesterday's. So this is the document, our class document. Yeah, this is daily document. So what a topic. Yes, explain the notepad. Yes, sometimes I'm using notepad. Sometimes I'm using Word document. Yes, Word document for explanation. Same thing as it is prepared in the document. Yes, in the document, same thing as it is prepared. Just to follow document here. Running notes is not necessary. Running notes is not necessary, just to follow the document here. So last class, yesterday's class, yes, introduction to software discussed. Okay, introduction to software discussed. One second. Yeah. So introduction to software, like system software and application software. These things were discussed here. Next, what is voice? About voice we discussed. Yes, about bias we discussed. Started from basics. Okay. So next, about application software discussed. Yes, in front and back end discussed. Difference between front and back end discussed. Java is a front end. Okay, see the way introducing it is Java. Try to observe it. The way introducing it is Java here. See, computer where there is a hardware and software, right? Hardware, software. So Java comes on software. So started software. Yes, in software, here there is system software, next application software. Java is a application software. So then move to application software. Yes, in application software, here in application software, one second. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. The application software, front end, back end. So Java comes under front end. So then move to front end. In front end, language and package. Java is a language. Java is a language, then move to languages. Yes, languages, software languages. Yes, like yes, low level language, high level language. Next generation of computers discussed. Generation of computers discussed. Yes, about low level language discussed. Next about high level language discussed. Okay. Yes. Here, yes, high level language to low level language. For this interpreter or compiler, convert from high level language to binary code. This topic we should discuss today here. Okay. Yes. See here, compilers. Yes, compilers or interpreters. Compilers or interpreters. Interpreters, compilers or interpreters. Yes, interpreter, compilers or interpreters. Converts from high level language to binary codes, to binary codes. So once you convert to binary code, program executes here. So either compiler or interpreters, compilers or interpreters convert from high level language to binary codes, high level language to binary codes. Yes, both are doing same job, but some difference. Interpreter and compiler both are converting from high level language to binary code. What's some difference? What's the difference here? Yes, let us see. Interpreter versus compiler. Yes, let us see about this. Yes, about interpreter. Yes, versus compiler. Interpreter versus compiler. Interpreter versus compiler. Let us see about this one here. Interpreter, compiler. How interpreter and compilers are working. So first, let us see about interpreter. How interpreter is working. Interpreter. For interpreter, let us take Python script. Let us take some Python script. Python script is the interpreter-based language. Python script. Suppose some test.py. Let us take some Python script. Python script. 1 second. Suppose D drive. Okay, mn raw. 1 second. D drive sample. Okay. Yes. See here, D drive sample. Yes, Python script. I am writing simple script here. For Python purpose, we have the PyCharm. Here they say PyCharm. PyCharm, but PyCharm may not be understanding at this stage. Simply let us use just Notepad. Just I'm using Notepad for understanding purpose. Let us take some Notepad here. For this first good command prompt. Command prompt. See here, D drive sample folder. D drive sample folder. D drive sample. This location. At this location, I want to create one Python script here. At this location. Okay. So D drive. D drive. Yes. D colon. D colon. Change to D drive. dir. Yes, here sample folder, here sample. It's a directory, sample directory. How to change to sample here? CD sample, sample change CLS. STR, it's empty folder. It's empty folder, empty folder. See, I'm repeating once again. Yes, D drive sample folder. Yes, in D drive, there is a sample folder. Yes, how to go to this? Command prompt, CMD, open command prompt. After opening command prompt, here D colon means that will take to D drive. D drive. Yeah, check the contents dir. Yes, it shows the contents of the D drive. Contents of D drive. Here this sample. Here this is sample. Sample. Now go to sample. Sample, it's a directory. Directories. How to change the sample directory? Change of directory. CD command. CD sample. CD sample changed. Changed. Okay, dir means that contents. Dir shows the directory contents here. It shows the sample directory contents. Now here it's nothing empty. Yes, empty. Yes, it's empty here, right? It's empty. Now Python script. Python script. Yes, using Notepad. I'm writing using Notepad. Notepad. Test.py. Yes, test.py. Yes. Cannot find test.py file. Test.py. Okay, test.py Python file. Do you want to create new file? Yes, say yes. Yes, now here, yes, A is equal to 10. The sample script, simple, very simple script here. B is equal to 20. C equal to, yes, A plus B. So adding two numbers. Okay, so print, yes, addition. Yes, addition is equal to A, displaying A value. So displaying A addition. Okay, next subtraction, next multiplication. C equal to A minus B, subtraction. It's a subtraction, it's a subtraction, it's a subtraction here. So displaying C value. Sorry, here C value, C value. So A equal to B equal to C equal to A plus B, addition value C displaying here, C equal to A minus B, subtraction here, C equal to A into B. Yes, multiplication. Yes, very simple script. Simple script this is. Yes, multiplication. Yes, multiplication equal to displaying C value. Multiplication equal to C. Yes, save the notepad file. Yes, save and exit. Say dir C. Here test.py. So it's a Python script. Python script. So how to run the script here? Now we should run the script here. So how to run the script here? Yes, how to run this? Yes, for this Python. Yes, it's interpreter. Python interpreter. Yes, in my system already Python installed. So in my system already Python installed, so I can use Python. It's a Python interpreter. It's a Python interpreter. So Python says test.py. That script is running. Yes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Successfully completed. That Python script completed successfully, right? Successfully completed. Okay, successfully completed. Okay. So it's a interpreter based language. Python is a interpreter based language. Python is interpreter based language. Yes, how this interpreter working on this? Let us see how interpreter working on this. Okay. Yes. So today topic is about interpreter versus compiler. Interpreter versus compiler. So first about interpreter. How interpreter is working. For interpreter, just I am taking Python scripting. Python scripting. Yes, we have many language, interpreter based language like Python. Yes, next Linux shell scripting, next HTML. So many things are there. Yes, here for better understanding, just I'm taking Python. Python. So this is Python script, right? Here Python script. So it's a Python script. How this Python script is working here? Yes, Python is interpreter based. How Python interpreter is working? How Python interpreter is working? Let us see. Here Python, these statements. There is state, first statement, next, like this. First statement, yes, Python scripting. Suppose let us say first statement. First statement, yes. Next statement, yes. So A equal 10, B equal 20, C equal to A plus B. Next addition, displaying addition value. Yes, next C equal to A minus B, A minus B. Next displaying subtraction value. Yes, next C equal to A into B multiplication. Then displaying multiplication value. So let us say this is Python script. This is Python script. How Python interpreter working on script here? Let us say about interpreter. How interpreter is working? Let us say about interpreter. 1 second. Yeah, this Python interpreter. So first of all, checking for the first statement. Suppose first statement is correct. First statement is correct. Yes, it converts the statements into binary code. Yes, it converts into binary. First statement to binary code. That binary code given to processor. Given to processor. So processor taking the code, generating output. So this is first statement. Okay, 1 second. See, next statement, next coming statement when we right or wrong. Next coming statement when we right or wrong. So interpreter never, yes, looking for the next statement. Suppose if statement is correct, immediately converts into binary code and generating output. Next statement when we right or wrong. It won't think about next statements. The interpreter never think about next statement. If statement is correct, immediately converts into binary code. That binary code given to processor, generating outputs. Yes, after finishing this, okay. So you get checking, converting, then execution, completed, completed, completed. Yes, after that, next checking for next statement, checking for next statement, checking for next statement. Suppose next statement also correct. Next statement also correct here. Same process happens here. Same converts into binary code. Same converts into binary code and generating output. Generating output. Yes, what's the doubt here, Mr. Faruqi? Faruqi, enough Faruqi. Enough Faruqi. Yeah. What is your doubt? See here how interpreter is working. Our topic is about interpreter versus compiler. Interpreter versus compiler. How interpreter is working. First, let us say about interpreter. How interpreter is working. See, for this purpose, I have taken some Python script. Python script A equal to 10, A value 10, B value 20, C equal to A plus B means what? A plus B, 10 plus 20 is 30, C value 30. So output is now 30. Output 30. C equal to A minus B. So 10 minus 20 is minus 10. So what's the value of C? Minus 10. Next C equal to A into B. So 10 into 20 is 200. So what's the value of C? It's 200. So finally 200, right? So here, yes, 30. This is minus 10. This is 200, right? So this is, okay. So this is notepad, right? Yes, now here run this one, here run the script here. Yes, run this. Yes, Python tester. Yes, you understand this one here. Notepad program. Yes, you understand the script here. It is working simple like this. Yes, what is your doubts? Okay, fine. Now okay, once you run this here. So once you run the script here, yes, we got the output, right? How the script is working. Yes, here Python interpreter working on the script here. Python interpreter. Python interpreter working on the script here. Yes, how it's working. Yes, how that Python interpreter is working. See Python interpreter, how it's working here. Yes, Python interpreter, how it's working here. See interpreter checking for the first statement, first line. Suppose first line is correct, immediately converts into binary code, generating output. That means first line completed. So next checking for second line. Second line also correct, simply converts into binary code, generating output. Suppose third line, something wrong at third line. Something wrong at third line, something wrong. Suppose some mistakes, simply stops. Yes, any error comes, interpreter stops. Any error comes, simply interpreter stops here. Checking for the first statement, if it is correct, immediately executes. Next correct, immediately executes. Here, something wrong, simply stops. So what is happening here? Line by line. Checking first line, yes, correct, then executing output, generating output. Second line correct, then generating output. So line by line working here. Any error comes, simply stops. Any error comes, simply stops. Yes, let us see that here. Yes, this example. Yes, notepad test.py. Yes, see this. Suppose something wrong here. So this is first error. Suppose here semicolon missing. Suppose here some double quotation missing. There are three errors actually. No, three errors. Totally three errors. Totally three errors. Okay, now run it here. See, I'm using up arrow key. Get the command prompt up arrow key to get the previous commands. Up arrow key to get the previous commands. Up arrow key Python test.py. See this. Yes, error at seventh line. Actually, there are three errors, but only one error showing, right? Means any error can simply stops here. Actually, there are three errors in the program. There are three errors, but showing only first error. Any error comes, simply stops. Any error comes, simply stops here. Okay, so interpreter checking line by line and executing line by line. First line checking, if it is correct, executes and generating output. Second line also correct, converts into binary code, executes, generating output here. Suppose something wrong here, something wrong, simply stops. Yes, it won't go to next coming statements. Okay, any error comes, simply interpreter stops. Any error comes, interpreter stops. This is working of interpreter. Okay, suppose if it is compiler, how compile is working? Let us say about compiler. Compiler. Yes, let us see compiler. How compile is working? About compiler. See about the compiler. How compile is working? About compiler. Compiler. Yes, for compile, let us take C program. Let us take some C program. Let us take some C program. Okay, suppose test.c, C or C++, anyone same. Yes, how it's working here. Let us take some C program here. Okay, yes. Now compiler, how compile is working here? Suppose he said test.c. So compiler checking for the first statements. Suppose first statement is correct. Even correct. Yes, it won't convert into binary code immediately. No, it won't convert. Then checking for next statement. Suppose next statement also correct. Even correct, it won't convert into binary code. It won't convert into binary codes. So checking for next statement. Suppose something wrong here. Yes, it shows error at some line here. Compiler shows that error at some line here. After that, checking for next statement. Next statement. Suppose next statement also correct. Then it goes to next statement. So like this, compiler checks whole program from top to bottom and shows all the errors. Suppose one more error at some line here. Okay, like this. So compiler checks whole program from top to bottom and shows all the errors. Compiler shows all the errors. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom. See, if it is interpreter, what happens here? Line by line checking. First line checking. Yes, if it is correct, then it goes to second line. If it is correct, yes, first line checking. If it is correct, immediately generating output also. Second line also correct, immediately generating output here. Suppose something wrong, simply stops. It's a line by line. Line by first line checking, then execution. Second line checking, then execution. Third line something wrong, stops. It's a line by line. So interpreter working line by line. Checking and execution, it's a line by line. Any error comes, stops. That means interpreter shows only one error. Interpreter shows only one error. Yes, when come to compiler here, yes, it checks whole program from top to bottom. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom, shows all the errors. Compiler shows all the errors in the program. Okay. Yes, let me show the example here. C program. Let us see C program on this. C program. Here this is C program. Yes, same program is there here. Program to add, subtract and multiply two numbers. See this program to add, subtract and multiply two numbers. Yes, header files. Yes, int A, B, C declared here. Yes, enter first number, reading first number, enter second number, reading second number. Next adding, yes, yes, C equal to A plus B addition, C equal to A minus B subtraction, C equal to A into B multiplication. Right? Now let us compile it. Yes, compiled success, no errors, no errors, no errors. Now run it here. Output first number 10, second number 20. See addition 30, subtraction minus 10, multiplication 200. Right? That's it. Now suppose some mistakes in the program. Suppose there are some mistakes in the program. What happens here? Let us see. Suppose some mistakes in the program. Okay, some mistakes. Some mistakes. Suppose some mistakes in the program. Some mistakes. Suppose here semicolon missing. Suppose here scanf, here comma missing. Here comma missing. Comma missing. Okay, suppose here double quotation missing. Suppose here semicolon missing. Okay, suppose here some bracket missing. Yes. Yes, now here. Yes, let me save it. Saved. Now compile it. Alt C compile it. Yes, errors. How many total? 9 errors. Yes, see that 9 errors. Total 9 errors. Enter key. See this. First error. Yes, line number 16. Declaration syntax error. First line. First error. Second error. 22nd line error. 27th line error. 29th line error. See at the bottom. Look at the bottom. Look at 29th line error. Okay. 38th line error. 40th line error. So errors from top to bottom, right? See, compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom. That's here. Compiler shows all the errors. So this is working of compiler here. So compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom. Okay. Yes. 1 second. Yes. Now compiler. Compiler checking whole program from top to bottom. Yes. Compiler C program, C compiler or C++ compiler. Any compiler is working like this only here. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom, shows all the errors. All the errors. Next, we should correct the errors here. Yes, let us correct all the errors here. Let us correct all the errors. Suppose semicolon missing here. Yes, next here some comma missing, scanf function. Yes, comma missing. Some missing statements. Yes, I'm correcting some statements here. Yes. Now save it. After save it. Yes, overwriting. Yes, compile now, recompile. Again, still 2 more errors. 2 more errors, right? 2 more errors. Yes, 2 more errors. So the statement. Yes, here semicolon missing. Next here bracket missing. Okay, now again save it. After modifying, save it here. Now compile. No error. Success. Successfully completed. Successfully completed. So if no error, then what happens? What is next step here? No error. Now run it here. Yes. Yes. First number 10, second number 20. Yes. Addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Right. Now what happens here? If no error, then what happens here? Okay. Yes. If no error, then what happens? Let us see. If no errors, what happens here? See here, no errors. Yes. So checking all the errors here. Top to bottom, compiler checks all the errors and shows all the errors from top to bottom. Suppose everything is fine. Suppose this line is correct. Okay, next statement is correct. And next is correct. Everything is correct. Then what happens here? If everything is correct, then compiler opens one more file. That C compiler opens one more file. It opens one more file here. Just it opens one more file here. After opening one more file here, yes, now C compiler convert this whole code into binary format. This whole code into binary format. See, first line converts into binary for zeros, ones form and write to another file here. That whole program top to bottom. So compiler checks the whole program from top to bottom. Okay, checking all the lines from top to bottom and shows all the errors. Suppose if no errors, then that whole code converts into binary format and write to another file. write to another file. Yes, this second file, this file is called as exe file. Yes, it says some test.exe file. Exe means executable file. Okay, executable file. Ready to execute. Now this test.exe file given to processor. Now processor taking the exe file, execute generating output at a time here. So at a time giving output here. So this is working of yes compiler. So compiler checks. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom. Compiler checks whole program. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom and shows all the errors. Suppose if no errors, then generates one exe file. Generates one exe file. Yes, if no error generates one exe file. That exe file given to processor. Processor executes exe file generating output here. That exe file executing by the processor then generating output, right? Okay. So compiler checks whole program from top to bottom. If no errors, generating one exe file. That exe file given to processor. So processor taking that exe file, generating output simply here. Generating output here. Yes, let me show that exe file. See math.cpp backend for this one C drive. Yes, TC turbo C installed here. TC installed bin folder here. What's your file name? Math.cpp. Math.cpp and C language both are same. CPP means C++. C++. Both are same. Yes, math dot. This name of the program file is math dot. Yes, math.cpp. So here math. 1 second. Let me delete all the old files. Delete. Yes, that old. There are some old files. Delete. Yes. Delete. See, this is math.cpp. So this is program. For this program backend. So this is math.cpp. This is math.cpp file here. Okay. Now here what I'm doing here. Just I'm compiling here. See. Hot C compile. Compile. After compile run it here. So when I try to run it here backend, something happens here. Run it here. See. Yes, here exe file created. Yes, 29. So 2nd September, 7:31 p.m. Application with exe file. See this. Right click. Check the properties. Properties is a .exe, right? .exe. So .exe file generated. Okay, the .exe file executing now here. Yes, first number 10, second number 20. That's it here. Output is that's it here. Okay, so 30 minus 10, 200 like this. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, right? So what is happening behind of this program? First exe file creating. So compiler checks. Yes, also compile here. Now run it. Yes, creating exe file. See that the times changed here. 7:32. Previously 7:30. Now it's 7:32. Okay. Yes. First number, second number. Yes, output right. So compiler checks whole program from top to bottom. Yes, if no errors, generating exe file, that exe file executes. Exe file every time of running first exe creates then executes. Exe file creates and then executes here. Exe file creating, executing. Okay, right? So this is working of compiler here. Working of compiler is like this. So compiler checks whole code from top to bottom. Yes, if no errors, generating one exe file, that exe file given to processor. So processor generating final output. That's it. So this is difference between interpreter and compiler. Let us see one by one points wise here. Yes, interpreter compiler differences. Interpreter versus compiler the differences. Let me explain clearly here. Clearly. Yes, interpreter versus compiler. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Yes, versus compiler. Interpreter versus compiler. Let us say about this one. Interpreter compiler. The differences here. So first difference. Yes, interpreter. Yes, it checks the code. It checks the code. It checks the code line by line, line by line, line by line. Yes, compiler. Yes, checks whole program at a time. It checks whole code. It checks whole code from top to bottom, from top to bottom, from top to bottom. It checks whole code, complete code from top to bottom. Okay. So interpreter checks the code line by line. So only one line at a time checking here. One line checking, if it is correct, then execution means line by line. but compiles whole code from top to bottom. It checks whole code from top to bottom, Okay, right? Next, yes, interpreter output generating. Yes, line by line. Yes, output. Yes, it generates output line by line. It generates output. Yes, output line by line. It generates output line by line. Okay, yes, compiler at a time output here. At a time, because that exe file creating, that exe generating, right? That exe executing at a time. So at a time output here. At a time output. At a time output. So next difference here. Next difference. Yes, interpreter shows only one error. It shows only one error. Interpreter shows only one error. Yes, compiler. It shows all errors from top to bottom. It shows, yes, it shows all the errors, all the errors from top to bottom, from top to bottom, from top to bottom, right? Yes, every error from the top to bottom. It shows all the errors here. It shows all the errors. One second, let me have some water. Yes, interpreter shows only one error. Compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom. All the errors from top to bottom. Okay, right? Yes, what's the main difference you observed here? Tell me, guys. You guys here in this explanation here, what's the difference, main difference observed here? See, in first page interpreter is there, second page compiler is there. Now, what's the difference observed in this explanation here? In this explanation, what's the difference he observed? Tell me, guys, what's the difference he observed? Yes, one important difference observed here. Anyone? Anyone?
Hello,
Try.
sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello. Once the compiler has generated the program correctly, in the compiler text EST file will generate the program in .ext, and then it will generate to the processor, and then it will generate an output. Whereas in interpreter, if it will check the first, and then it will have a single line, and it will generate the output then.
Okay, fine, well and good. Thank you for your explanation. Thank you for your initiative. Yes, I want such kind of ways. Yes, fine. Now here, generally here my class is expecting from, yes, response from the students also. Yes, I'll be asking questions, you have to answer. Yes, when you are asking questions, yes, I'll be answering here. You guys asking sometimes questions, immediately I'll be answering. Yes, you guys also respond. Okay, is my classes are interactive classes. See here, what's the difference? You see, second one, test.exe file is right. This one observed right. Yes, in compiler parts. Yes, this exe file observed right. The test.exe, this exe file observed. Okay, here don't have that exe file. This is a main difference. So this is main difference here. So compiler generates exe file. Interpreter don't have exe file. Okay, see here interpreter, how that interpreter is working here. See, test.py. Yes, Python test.py. Okay, right? Yes, that seventh line error. Right? Seventh line error. Let us correct this error. Notepad. Yes, test.py. Yes, now seventh line error. Yes, correction is done. Save and exit. Save and exit. Yes, now run again here. Run again here. Yes, next line, next error. That means only one error, showing only one error. So 15th line error now here. 15th line error.
Sir,
15th line error. Yeah, tell me. So
can I ask you one question?
yes, yeah, sure. Why not?
Python will only have interpreter site.
Yeah, Python only interpreter. Python interpreter based. Okay.
Okay. It doesn't have any header file or anything.
No, Python also import statement is a import. Yes, in this program it's not necessary. Import is not necessary. In Python, some importing library is there. Okay. Yes, importing concept is available. In this case, not necessary. Yes.
For a short program, we can execute like that only in the notepad. from the notepad.
Yes.
Thank you.
See here. So print multiplication equal. Yes, here. So this line 15th line missing, right? So this is subtraction equal to. Yes, here this statement missing. Double quotation missing here. Exit. Yes, no.
Sir, Python has compiler too.
No, interpreter based.
As far as I know,
Python is
it won't have compiler.
No, Python don't have compare. Python completely interpreter based.
Okay.
Python is a interpreter based language.
Okay.
Python is a interpreter based language. Okay. So completely interpreter dependent here. So this statement, right? So how Python that executed here? Time balance checking. Any error coming, stopping. Okay, next error again stopping. Next error stopping again here. So working of that interpreter here, right? Working of interpreter. Now what's happened here? See interpreter. Test.py. Test.py. See Python. Yes, Python. Yes, test.py. Directly executed, right? No exe file. No CLS. Existing DR. The test.py. Only this is called a source code. Directly source code executing here. Directly source code executing.
Okay.
Okay. Directly source code. This is called a source code. This is called a source code. This is what are the program we are writing. That program is a source code. This is source code. This is source code. This is C program source code. Source code. So Python executes source code directly here. Is because interpreter executes source code directly. No exe file. Yes, interpreter will not generate any exe file. Directly executing source code. But compiler, what happens here? Backend of the compiler, one exe file, right? See that. Now run again here. Run it. See again exe file created 7:41 p.m. That exe file regenerated 7:41 p.m. Okay, now exe executing right 10:20. Yes, output like this. Okay. So here these are main things here. See interpreter. So interpreter does not generate exe file. Interpreter does not generate exe file. See, interpreter it does not. Yes, it does not. It does not generate. It does not generate exe file. So compiler it generates exe. This is main important difference here. Generates exe file. Exe file. Generates exe file. One second. Let me have some water. Yeah, just a minute.
Sir, for how many languages it will support interpreter only? Compiler have C and C++
Yeah, yeah.
and Java, no?
I'm explaining. Just a minute. I'm explaining examples of that. Yeah, wait. I will explain very clearly. This interpreter does not generate exe file. Compiler generates exe file. Compiler generates exe file. Okay, right? See, if it is interpreter-based language, directly source code executes. It executes source code. But compiler-based exe creates that exe file executes. Okay? Yes. See, it executes source code directly. It executes source code directly. It executes source code directly. Okay? Compiler, it executes exe file. Yes, it executes exe file. It executes exe file. Okay? So interpreter it executes source code directly. Compiler it executes exe file. Executes exe file. Okay, right? Yes. Next here. Yes, interpreter. Yeah, these are scripting language. These are called as scripting language. Interpreter based languages are scripting language. They are scripting language. Scripting languages. So compiler based. These are called as programming language. These are called as programming language. Programming. Yes, programming language. Programming languages. Programming languages. Programming language. Okay. Yes, interpreter. Interpreter based language called as yes. Yes, scripting language. These are scripting languages. So these are programming language. Scripting languages and programming language. Scripting language examples. Scripting language examples. So best example Python. Python is a scripting language. HTML is a scripting language. Okay, next Linux shell scripting is a yes scripting language. Shell scripting. Linux shell scripting. Next PHP is a scripting language. Next Perl scripting. Okay, next JavaScript. These all the scripting language. These all are Java scripting language. They are scripting language here. So Python, HTML, shell scripting, PHP, Perl, and JavaScript. So these are interpreter-based languages. There are some interpreter-based languages. Some examples here. Yes, compiler-based examples here. Compiler-based examples. Yes, compiler-based examples. C language. C language. Next C++. Next .NET. .NET C Sharp. .NET C Sharp. C Sharp. So these are compiler-based languages. Compiler-based languages. Okay. So these are interpreter-based language. These are compiler-based languages. Okay. See, interpreter-based language don't have exe file. So compiler-based everything is exe file. Exe generates and executes here. Okay. Yes. So these language, interpreter-based language, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Interpreter-based languages, interpreter-based language don't have exe file. Don't have exe file. Don't have exe file concept here. Don't have exe file concept. Yes, interpreter-based. Yes, interpreter-based languages don't have exe file. But compile-based here, everything is exe file. Yes, finally exe file in here. Everything is an exe file. Everything is an exe file. That's it here. So this is difference between is interpreter and compiler. See, interpreter checks the code line by line. Yes, compiler whole code from top to bottom. Whole code from top to bottom. Yes, interpreter, yeah, it generates output line by line. Compiler at a time output here. At a time output here. Okay. Yes, interpreter it shows only one error. Yes, only one error. But compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom. Next, interpreter does not generate exe file. Yes, compiler it generates exe file. So interpreter does not generate exe file. Compiler generates exe file. So this is main difference. These two are main differences here. Okay. So interpreter, yes, it does not generate exe file. It generates exe file. See, interpreter it executes source code directly. Yes, compiler it executes exe file. So these two lines are main important difference here. Next here, these are scripting languages. Interpreter based are scripting languages. Compiler based are called as programming languages. Scripting languages and programming languages. Scripting language examples Python, HTML, shell scripting, PHP, Perl, and JavaScript. JavaScript is not a Java. Java is different. JavaScript is different here. JavaScript using with the browser. JavaScript using with the browser understandable language. JavaScript using with browser understandable language. Okay. Yes, Java. Yes, Java. Yes, Java is a JVM understandable language using at the server side. Java using at the server side. That is JVM understandable language. Okay, so Java different, JavaScript is different here. JavaScript is a browser understandable language. Java is a JVM understandable language. So this is different, that is different here. Okay. Yes, compile example C, C++, .NET here. That's it here. Yes. So interpreter based language don't have exe file. Yes, compiler based everything is in exe file. Okay, fine, well and good. See, well and good. All the difference very clear here. Now, where is Java? Yes, some guys may be getting some route too. Yes, yes, MN Rao. He is talking about everything, but he's not talking about Java. Yes, now let us start Java. Let us start Java. So what is Java? Here question is what is Java? Yes. Yes, Java. Yes, 1 second. Java. Yes, Java based on what here? Java based on what? Yes, is it interpreter based or compiler based? Is it interpreter based? Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Interpreter based or compiler based? Or compiler based? Compiler based or both? Or both? Yes. Now we should discuss about this. So Java, what is Java here? Java based on what here? Is it compiler or interpreter here? So is it interpreter based or compiler based or something else here? Let us see. Let us see here. So first let me explain Java. Yes, I'll explain Java. I'll explain about Java. Finally, you decide it here. Yes, I'll explain very clearly about Java. You decide it finally here. Okay. See, except except Java in other languages, except Java in other languages, what happens here? Except Java in other languages, what happens here? Source code, simply source code converts into binary codes. Source code converts into binary codes. Source code. Yeah, this is called a source code here, a program. This is source codes. Yes, we are writing some C program, right? It's a source code. Okay. So Python scripting. Yeah, this is source code. This is source codes. Okay. Suppose some Java program. So this is source code. It's a Java program. Source code, right? It's a source code. So this is source code. Source code, right? The source code simply converts into binary codes. Binary code is system understandable language. Then binary code given to processor, then finally generating output. So this is what is happening in other languages except Java. Except Java in other languages. Except Java in other languages, source code converts into binary code. That binary code given to processor, finally generating output here. Yes, now Java. Let us see Java. What happens in Java? What happens in Java here? Yes, in Java. Yes, source code converts. First of all, source code converts into byte code. There is a byte code introduced in Java. That byte code converts into binary codes. So binary codes. That binary codes, yes, given to processor, finally generating output here. That's here. So this is happening in Java here. See, except Java, in other language, source code directly converting to binary codes. Yes, this may be by the compiler or by the interpreter. Source to binary codes may be compiler or interpreter, depends on language. Suppose if it is Python, yes, interpreter converts source code to binary code. Suppose C language, compiler converts source code to binary code. Depends on language, either interpreter or compiler working. Yes, when come to Java here, source code converted into byte code to binary codes. Yes, binary code given to processor, finally generating output here. Okay, yes, here byte code introduced in Java. So why this byte code introduced in Java here? Yes, reason to make the Java as independent platform. Yes, purpose of bytecode is to make the Java is independent platform. Yes, we'll discuss. The topic also will discuss how Java made us independent platform. How Java made us independent platform. That topic also I'll explain here. Yes, in Java bytecode, this is a bytecode. Okay, this is a bytecode here. Yes, in Java bytecode to yes, source code to bytecode. Source code to bytecode. Yes, by the Java compiler. By the Java compiler. So Java compiler checking for all the errors here and converts into binary code. No errors, converts into binary code. Source code to bytecode by the Java compiler. Okay, right? Next, bytecode to binary code. This step. Yes, bytecode to binary codes. This step by the Java interpreter. Java interpreter. Okay, let me show that. Let us see Java also. Java program. Support D drive. Test folder here. Some Java program is there. 1 second. Let us remove all that. Yes, test. Some test.java file. D drive test folder. CD backslash. Go to beginning of D drive. Yes, dir. Yes, here this is test directory. CD test. Change to test. CD with change of directory. Change to test. Now dir that contents here. This is test.java. Yes, notepad. Test.java file. Open that. Public class test. Public static void. Okay. Yes, let us write simple code here. Hello world. Simple program. Hello world output. Hello world. Simple program. Okay, simple program. Save it. Save and exit. Yes. Dir. Yes. Yes. Test.java. 7:53 p.m. just now. 29. So 2nd September, 7:53 p.m. right? Just now created test.java files. Yes, test.java. Now comparison. Java C means Java compiler. Java C means Java compiler. No Java compiler checking for this. Java compiler working on it here. Java compiler, Java C means Java compiler. No Java compiler now working on test.java file. It's working on test.java file. Yes, working here. Yes, no errors. See outputs. Test dot class file generated. Dot class is a bytecode file. It's a bytecode file. It's a bytecode file. 7:54 p.m. At this time, test dot class file is generated. It's now running Java program here. Java test. Hello world, right? That's it here. That's it here. Okay, now let us see. Let me repeat once again here. So notepad test.java. Yes, this is a program. Suppose in this some mistakes. Bracket missing, semicolon missing. Suppose this brace missing. What happens here? Save. There are some mistakes here. There are some mistakes. What happens here? So first a compilation. Yes, compilation Java C. Yes, compiled from top to bottom and showing all the errors. See first error, next error, next total 3 errors. All the errors from top to bottom. Compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom, right? Okay. Yes. Yeah, Faruqi. Okay, I'll explain. Just wait. Wait. I'll explain. So this is right. Yes, now notepad. Open this. Let us correct all the errors here. Yes. Closing brackets. Yes, semicolon missing here. Next, closing this brace missing. Save. Save it and exit. Now let us compare it here. Yes, let us compare Java C. Yes, test.java file. Compilation. Yes, compiled here. Not test.class file. 7:55 p.m. right? Just now, get dot class file generated. Yes, no errors. Dot class file generated. Exit. Yes, I want to go to detailed test folder. So first open command prompt. Open command prompt. Now where we are at C drive, right? C drive. C drive uses menter. From this location, we should go to D drive. D colon that will take to D drive. Take to D drive. Now check the coordinates of D drive. DER. That shows the coordinates of D drive. Coordinates of D drive. Here there is a directory test, right? Test directory. Now we should change to test directory. How to change? CD command. CD means change of directory. Change of directory. Test. Changed. Yes, don't worry. Going forward, most of the times repeating this kind of topics here. Yes, next class also repeating this kind of change of directory. Okay, CD command. Change of directory. Okay. Yes, now CS screen clear. DR output. Not test directory contents here. Test directory. It's a test directory. Test directory. Its contents. Test.java and test. Yes, 1 second. Del star. Yes, star.class file. Deleted. Dot class file deleted. Yes, here. Yes, now Java C test.java. It's compiling the test.java file. Okay, if you want to see again program here, notepad. Yes, notepad test.java. Open that. So this is your Java program, right? It's a Java program. Okay. Yes, Java C test.java. Yes, compiled. After compilation, now run it. Java test. Hello world, right? 1 second. Yes, Java installation steps not yet completed. Don't worry, guys. Java installation I'll explain later. Next coming classes. In my system already Java installed. How Java program is working, that just I'm explaining here. Working of Java program. So how to develop Java program, how to install Java and Eclipse, next coming topics. Installation of Java and installing Eclipse not completed. We'll discuss, wait for some time here. Okay, what is our topic here? Yes, how Java is working here. How Java is working. Just I wanted to show that. How Java is working here. Okay. Yes. Now what is happening here? So first step. Yes, Java C test.java. So test.java, right? Now Java compiler taking that source codes and converting into dot class file. Dot class file is a bytecode file here. Okay. Now what happens here? Yes. So first of all, source code. Yes, source code is a test.java file. Yes, source codes. Yes. One second. First of all, test.java. Test.java is source code, right? Test.java is source code. It's a source code. It's a source code. The source code given to Java C means Java compiler, Java compiler, Java compiler. Now Java compiler checking from top to bottom. If no errors, then generating test.class. So what's a dot class file? Dot class file contains for bytecode. It's a bytecode. It's a bytecode. Now it's a bytecode. Bytecode, right? Okay. So test.java source code file given to Java compiler. Yes, checking for errors. No errors generated. One dot class file means bytecode file generated. That bytecode file, right? See, test dot class file generated. Okay. Now let us compile once again. Yes, compile dr. Yes, see test dot class file. Yes, now just now 7:59 p.m. Just now test dot class file generated. Okay. Now we got the test dot class file. Right? We got the test dot class file. Now this test dot class file. Yes, now executing. Yes, Java test, right? Java test, Java test, Java test. Okay, Java test. Yes, what is Java? It's interpreter. This is interpreter. Java C means Java compiler. Now this is interpreter. Now interpreter taking dot class file. So the dot class file converting into binary code line variant, then executing. Okay, right? So compilation part of the Java compiler here. Yes, bytecode generates bytecode given to yes Java interpreter. Now interpreter coming to picture. So interpreter, right? That interpreter, Java interpreter. Okay, Java interpreter converts that bytecode to binary code. That binary code given to processor. So processor taking that codes. Yes, generating output finally. That's it here. So what's happening here? Yes, source code to bytecode by the Java compiler. Yes, bytecode to binary code by the Java interpreter. So what is happening here? Java errors checking by the compiler. Okay, errors. Yes, errors checking by the compiler. Okay. Yes, if no errors, what happens if no errors? Yes, it generates dot class file. Dot class file means bytecode file generates here. Generates dot class file. Okay, right? Yes. Next, program execution here by the interpreter. So Java interpreter taking dot class file and executes. Okay. Yes. Errors checking by the compiler. If no errors, generating dot class file. So the dot class file executed by the interpreter. Okay. Java program. Yes, Java program dot class file execution by the interpreter right? By the interpreter. That's it here. Okay, so here errors checking by the compiler here, program execution by the interpreter. Java program execution by the interpreter, errors checking by the compiler. If no errors, generating dot class file. So this part compile involving. Next, this part interpreter involving. Okay, right? Source code to bytecode by the compiler. See, let me show that practically once again here. So first Java C test.java means here it's a compiler involving. So next, now running program, now interpreter. That's it here. So errors checking by the compiler, execution by the interpreter. Okay, right? Okay, so this part source code to bytecode by the compiler, bytecode to binary code by the interpreter. Now tell me here, Java depends on what? Is it compiler based or interpreter based? Java, compiler based or interpreter based? What is Java? Come to some conclusion here. Yes, as per this explanation,
Both.
not Java and what? Is it compiler
Both,
or
sir. Both.
or both? Both. Yes, come on,
It
yes.
needs both.
Yes, sir, both.
Yes, it's a both. Java depends on both compiler as well interpreter here. Yes, Java depends on both. Yes, both compiler as well. Yes, as well as interpreter here. Both depends on both here. Java depends on both here. So interpreter, compiler as well interpreter. That's it here. Interpreter, right? Java depends on both the compiler as well interpreter. Yes. Now, some question for you guys. Yes, based on what you understanding. Only some question for you guys. Some question. Some question. Yes. Can we create? Can we create? Can we create exe file in Java? Yes. Or yes. Is there any concept? Is there any concept of exe file in Java? Is there any concept of exe file in Java?
Yes, sir.
Is there any concept of exe file in Java? Tell me, can we create exe file? Yes. Yes. See, from our
Yes, sir.
discussion, what you understand from our last discussion, from the last discussion, yes, from this discussion, what is you observed here? What is you observed here? Yes, question is, can we create exe file in Java, or is there any exe file concept in Java? Yes, you guys saying that yes. Saying that yes. Based on what you saying, yes. Tell me. Yes, can we create exe
Because
file?
with the compiler, there will be exe file created. So in
That is not
Java,
exe.
compiler is playing a role.
Compiler creating dot class file. Dot class file is not exe file. Dot class is different. Exe file
Oh,
is
sorry,
different.
sorry.
Dot class file is a byte code. Exe file is a binary code file. Exe file is a binary code file. Dot class file is a byte code file. Dot class file is not exe file. Exe file is different. Dot class file is different here. The topic tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about dot class exe files. Differences. Yes, come on, guys. What you understand from this? See, have we observed any exe file in this process here? So first, what are the steps here? First step is notepad test.java. First step is notepad test.java. It's a source program. So this is step one. After step one here, now what is second step here? Java C test.java. It's a second step, right? Second step test.java, right? Yes. What is the result? Dot class file, not a dot exe, dot class file generated. Then Java test. Yes. Hello world. Yes. Have you observed any exe file here? Have you observed any exe file in
No.
the process? No.
No, sir.
Exe file not observed here. Just only dot Java file, dot class file. Dot class is not exe file. So here no exe file generated. Next, one more thing here. See, one more point I'll tell you. See, any program, any programming language, yes, any program, yes, executing by the interpreter, any program executing by the interpreter. See, interpreter. So any program executing by the interpreter don't have exe file, right? See here. So previously, yes, they are interpreter based languages. Python no exe file, HTML no exe file, directly source code executes. See, interpreter based language don't have exe file. If program executing by the interpreter no exe file, program execution by the interpreter don't have exe file. Okay, yes. See, any language program, that language may be anyone here. See, any language program executing by the interpreter don't have exe file. Okay, yes, in Java. Now, which one executes Java program? Interpreter, compiler. Java program execution by which one?
Interpreter, sir.
Interpreter. Java program execution by the interpreter. Since Java program execution by the interpreter, no exe file concept in Java. Okay. Yes. Since Java program execution by the execution runtime program running. Yes. Since Java program execution by the interpreter. Yes. Interpreter. Yes, interpreter don't have exe file. This is one more point in this. Don't have exe file. Okay. Yes. So Java program execution by the interpreter. Since it's executing by the interpreter, no exe file. Yes, remember this. Yes, any program executing by the interpreter don't have exe file. Yes, if program any language program execution by the interpreter don't have exe file. Okay, Python scripting executing by the interpreter no exe file. HTML by the interpreter no exe file. So any interpreter based language don't have exe file. But when come to Java here, yes, since Java program execution by the interpreter don't have exe file. Okay, so can we create exe file in Java? No. Answer is no. What this answer is no. Okay, it's an interview question. It's an interview question here. Okay, see in every topic I'll explain interview questions like this. Interview question. It's an interview question. Yes, can we create exe file in Java? Yes, is there an exe file concept in Java? No, no. Now Java depends on what here? Java depends on what? Java based on what here? Yes, interpreter based or compiler based, both here, both. Answer is both here. So Java depends on both compile as well interpreter here. Okay, Java depends on both interpreter as well compiler here. Yes, for this answer, yes, Java. Yes, Java depends on Java depends. Java depends on yes, both. Yes, both compiler as well. Yes, as well as interpreter. Depends on both. Compiler as well as interpreter here. Java depends on both here. Java depends on both here. Java depends on both. Java depends on both. Compiler as well, interpreter. Okay, compiled as well interpreter here. Source code to byte code by the compiler. Byte code to binary code is interpreter. Yes, Java. Source code to byte code to binary code. So here two stages. First one, source code to byte code. Second one, byte code to binary code. It happens in two steps. Okay, other language only one step. Source code to binary code. But in Java, two steps. Source code to byte code to binary code here. Source code to byte code by the Java compiler, byte code to binary code by the Java interpreter. So involving these two things here, compiler as well, interpreter. So Java depends on both compiler as well, interpreter. That's it. Okay, right? Yes. Why this byte code introduced here? To make the Java as independent platform. Byte code introduced to make the Java as independent platform. Okay. Yes. So byte code. Yes, byte code introduced yes to make the Java as independent platform to make yes Java as independent platform independent of platform. Java is independent platform. Here this topic tomorrow discuss how Java. Yes, tomorrow class very important. Don't miss it. Tomorrow class. How Java is very interesting class. Tomorrow class, no doubt. Very interesting class. Yes, how Java made us independent platform is the topic tomorrow discuss. Yes, before going to that, one more thing here. Yes, see here. So here, yes, any language program execution by the interpreter don't have exe file. Yes, can we create exe file in Java? No. So exe file is different. Dot class file is different here. See in Java, yes, in Java everything yes is a dot class file. Is a dot class file. So dot class file is not exe file. Dot class. See here, dot class file. Yes, is not an exe file. Dot class file is not an exe file here. Exe file is different. Dot class file is different here. Dot class file is not an exe file. Dot class file is not an exe file. Yes, exe file. See exe file. Exe file is a binary code file. Exe file is a binary code file. And it is a system understandable language. It is a system understandable language. Okay. Yes. Exe file is a binary code file and it's a system understandable language. Yes. What is dot class file? Yes, dot class file. Exe means executable file. Yes. In tomorrow class, we'll discuss about difference between exe and dot class. Exactly, I'll show the difference here. Dot class exe file. Yes, dot class file is a bytecode file. Bytecode file. And it is a yes, JVM understandable language. Yes, JVM understandable language. JVM understandable language. Dot class file is JVM understandable language. Okay. Yeah, that what is exactly difference between .exe dot class file? Yes, tomorrow topic we'll discuss. Next, one more thing here. Exe file is a OS dependent. OS dependent. Okay. Yes, dot class file is a independent of OS. Dot class file. Dot class file is an independent. Yes, the topic tomorrow topic. Independent. Yes, independent of OS. OS or platform. Yes, platform. Yes, exe. What is exactly exe file? What does it contain? The topic tomorrow. What is exactly dot class file? Dot class file contains what? Yes, tomorrow topic. I'll clear it. Okay. So this is just introduction to Java. Just introduction to Java. See today's class here. See interpreter compare the differences. All the differences. See these two are main differences. Fourth and fifth. Yes, interpreter will not generate exe executable file. Yes, compile if no errors, it generates exe file. Yes, it always executes source code, it executes exe file. So this is main difference. Main difference. See Java depends on both compile as well interpreter. Java errors checking by the compiler. If no errors, then Java compiler generates dot class file. A dot class file is not a dot class file is a bytecode file. Okay, Java runtime by the interpreter. Okay, errors checking by the compiler, runtime by the interpreter. See this source codes to bytecodes, right? This is the steps here. Source code, bytecode, binary codes, then output finally here. Source code to bytecode by the compiler, bytecode to binary code by the interpreter. Java depends on both compile as well interpreter. See all the points of the document here. Document very clearly prepared. Java runtime is an interpreter based. Okay. Yes, any language runtime is interpreter based no exe file. Yes, since Java runtime is an interpreter based no exe file in Java. Don't have exe file in Java. Okay, right? Can we create exe file in Java? No. Yes, there is no concept of exe files in Java. Yes, in Java everything is a dot class file. Okay, dot class file is not exe file. Okay. Yes, exe file is a binary code file and it's a processor understandable language. Dot class file is a bytecode file and it's a JVM understandable language. Exe file is an OS dependent. Dot class file is independent of OS. That's it. So this is Java introduction. How Java is working. That introduction here. Yes. Next about Java features. Yes, independent of platform. Yes, very interesting topic. Tomorrow topic, don't miss it. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's all for today. Yes, any doubts, guys? Yes, all that introductions completed here. Tomorrow we are going for Java features. Now you can understand clearly. Tomorrow topic, you can understand very clearly. Yes, any doubts? Yes, with these basics, you can understand clearly.
No, sir.
Yes, no doubts? Yes.
No doubt, sir.
Yes, everything is clear, I think so. I hope everyone you understand
Yes, sir.
clearly. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
fine. Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue for the Java features. So thank you guys. Yes, one second, one more thing. I think
So tomorrow will be class? Tomorrow Saturday?
yes, no, Monday to Saturday classes. Only Sunday holiday.
Okay.
Only Sunday holiday. Okay, no other holidays.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, Saturday also. Yes, tomorrow changing link. Tomorrow it's a new link. Tomorrow changing link. Okay. Yes, sir. We'll share to all of you guys. Don't worry. Tomorrow link will share to all of you guys. Okay. Check your Gmail. Check your Gmail. You can see your link. Tomorrow class link.
Yes.
You guys check Gmail. Yes, you can see tomorrow link. Okay. Yes. Still any doubts? Yes, or else WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, I'll share the link. Yes, group is available. In WhatsApp group, I'll share the link. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can follow WhatsApp group or you can get the link from your email also. Anyone. Yeah. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great night. Have a great night.